Ever accidentally sent your rent money to your grandma instead of your landlord? Yeah, been there. Thankfully, digital payment services like Zelle have made sending money to friends, family, or even splitting a restaurant bill a breeze. But with all this convenience comes a question: what happens if you need to send a bigger chunk of change? If you're a Capital One customer and you use Zelle, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into Zelle transfer limits specifically for Capital One accounts. We'll break down those daily sending limits, explore if there are receiving limits, and answer some burning questions you might have about safely using Zelle. So, buckle up and get ready to Zelle like a pro. Breaking down the daily grind, Capital One's Zelle sending limits. Alright, let's get down to business. The big question: how much money can you actually send with Zelle through your Capital One account? Capital One itself imposes a daily limit of $2,500 on outgoing transfers. That means in a single day, you can send a maximum of $2,500 to anyone enrolled with Zelle, whether they use Capital One or another participating bank. Here's the thing to remember: this is Capital One's limit. The recipient's bank might have their own restrictions on how much they can receive in a single day. So, it's always a good idea to double-check with them beforehand, especially if you're sending a larger amount. Hold on a sec, are there receiving limits with Capital One? Thankfully, Capital One doesn't restrict how much money you can receive through Zelle. So, if your generous aunt decides to bless you with an early birthday present, there won't be any limitations on your end as to how much you can accept. However, as mentioned before, the sender's bank might have their own limits in place. Zelle Safety 101, a friendly reminder. Zelle is a fantastic tool for quick and easy money transfers, but it's important to remember it's intended for people you know and trust. Here are a few golden rules to keep in mind. Never send money to someone you don't know. Zelle transactions are generally considered final, so getting your money back if something goes wrong can be tricky. Be super cautious of online deals or people pressuring you to send money urgently. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Double-check the recipient's information before hitting send. A typo in an email address or phone number could mean your money ends up in the wrong hands. By following these simple tips, you can ensure your Zelle transactions are smooth, safe, and secure. So you've reached your limit. Now what? If you find yourself needing to send more than $2,500 in a day, there are a couple of options. You could split the transfer up over multiple days, or explore alternative money transfer services that might have higher limits. Of course, for very large sums, it's always best to consult with your bank and discuss the safest way to transfer the money. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe and Zelle responsibly.